Hi everyone, FB here to bring you a cast of Gamers Assembly 2015. This is a LAN event that takes place in Poitiers, France over this weekend, and among other events a couple of Trackmania tournaments will be organized. There will be 2 tournaments in Stadium divided into Tech and Dirt, and then also a Trackmania 2 Canyon and Valley tournament. My stream though will mainly focus on the Tech tournament, since it's unfortunately not going to be realistic for me to cover all the tournaments at the same time. But I do still have some hopes that I will be able to cast at least all the grand finals, but we'll see. Anyways, the tournament is about to begin, and to start with, let's go through the format real fast. So first off will be a time attack phase to seed the players into the playoffs bracket. This phase will be played on 2 maps with the duration set to 10 minutes, and your combined total time will determine your ranking, and with that your seeding as well. Then moving into the playoffs, which will be played in cup mode with finalists, which means once you reach a certain points limit you become a finalist and have to win one more round to secure your placement. The points limit will be 100 for all the matches except for the grand final, where it will be set to 120 instead. 5 maps will be played on throughout the tournament, and top 2 will advance from the matches and to the next round. But if you get eliminated once, you will get another chance to come back, since the bracket will have a double elimination format. As for the prizes, in the Tech tournament, first place will go home with €800, second place takes €400, third place €200, and lastly fourth place will receive €100. And we can also take a look at the schedule for the tournament. So as mentioned, we'll first have this time attack seeding, which is starting pretty soon, and then following that will be the winner bracket 16 finals, and you can see the rest of the schedule here. They have already started the time attack seeding, I believe. Let's just look. Okay, it's not clear yet if it is live. I don't think it is live actually, so that's good, I guess. Gives me a bit more time. So, as the players are assumedly warming up here, I'm still not sure actually. I'm just gonna set up the server real fast and make sure it looks okay. I guess it does. Alright, so let me just check this as well. Okay, apparently the other streamers, Sneak and Leo, who are also streaming over at Sneak Stream, they are not able to get on the server yet. So, yeah, Sky will have to give them, or they will have to give Sky their IPs. Alright, just gonna inform Sky about that, and let's go through some other things I have prepared here as the players are warming up. So I was thinking I'd go through the players, or the favorites of this tournament. And first off we have Tween, who comes from Slovakia and plays for Isuba, and he uses camera 2 and keyboard. Tween was recently voted 2nd in the top 20 of 2014 rankings over at maniactu.com. Only behind Call Jr. I definitely recommend checking out those rankings if you got the time. Last year was great for Tween, who won Gamers Assembly, so he is the defending champion, and he took 2nd in ESWC, and then in addition won several ESL Gopher Cups among other achievements online. So I would say Tween is one of the main favorites, together with this guy, Kronos, who is from France, plays for Against All Authority and uses camera 1 and gamepad when he plays. Kronos was voted 4th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. He won several individual tournaments last year, including THC Solo Cup, Stadium Giant Cup 1, ESL Go4 and ESWC France. He took 2nd place in Gamers Assembly behind Tween last year, but had a pretty disappointing ESWC where he only finished in top 12. So Tween and Kronos I would regard as the main favorites going into this tournament, but then besides them we also have some strong contenders, including Saber, who was voted 5th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. Comes from United Kingdom, plays for Team Acer and uses camera 1 and gamepad. He returned to the game last year after a pretty long break, but he did great and took 5th in ESWC and also won a ESL Go4 Cup. So Saber is definitely a strong contender and could do well, and so can Massa, who is from Germany, plays for Euronics and uses camera 1 and gamepad. He took 6th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. And also got a 2nd place in Alienware Cup and took 9th in ESWC. Let me just take a look at the server again if they have started. I'm still not sure if this is live or not. I'm just assuming it's not because I haven't seen... Wait, just gonna ask if it's live. In the meantime though, let's go through the other players I have here. So Yo-Yo needs to be mentioned. Okay, it's not live, so that's good to know. Yo-Yo was voted 8th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. He took 3rd at ESWC last year and has won Gamers Assembly in the past, in 2013, but did not reach the grand final last year. But Yo-Yo is always one of those players who reaches far in the offline events, so could definitely see him reaching the grand final this time as well. Then we have Koens from the Netherlands. Plays for Team Acer, uses camera 3 and gamepad. Voted 12th or ranked 12th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. Was top 12 at ESWC and has won several local lands, including Fragomatic and The Reality, but has not been as successful in bigger events. So we'll see how Koens will do. And we got Tamarillo, also from the Netherlands. Voted 5th in the top 20 of 2014 rankings. Took 8th at ESWC. And has been at 2nd place at Gamers Assembly twice. 2012 and in 2013 he took 2nd place. So Tamarillo, this is probably his favorite tournament, I would say, so could definitely see him do well again. Besides Tamarillo, we got Haki Jr. from Slovakia, just like Tween, and also like Tween, plays for Esuba. Not like Tween though, uses camera 3 and gamepad. Of course, Haki Jr. is the ESWC 2011 winner. He took 3rd place at Gamers Assembly last year, but otherwise has been mainly inactive during last year. He also took top 12 in ESWC. And then lastly, among the favorites, we gotta mention Carl from France, plays for LDLC, uses camera 1 and keyboard, is the very first ESWC winner in 2006. Took 3rd place in World Cyber Games 2010, and also has won Gamers Assembly in the past in 2010. I believe he's been on the podium a couple of times before as well. Carl is always a player to consider reaching far. He plays at his absolute best when it comes to these kind of LAN events, so gotta keep an eye on Carl. Alright, so the players are still doing some warm-ups. Yes, Sky, the admin, says it will start soon in the chat. So yeah, there's a bit of a delay here. I believe they are trying to get in the other casters, Sneak and Leo. Twitch.tv/Sneak1, the number. That will give you the other stream of this event. There's also a French stream, I believe. Maybe someone can link to that. Yeah, no, Carl is not called Junior. It's a bit confusing, I guess, but no, Carl is the original Carl, and Carl Jr. is the second version, I guess. But yeah, it is kind of hilarious that there are 2 players called Carl that has been a world champion. So yeah, we're just waiting for the time attack seeding to start. And let's see, looks like we will start on the map Outburst, or maybe I'll wait a bit here. No, the challenges will be shuffled. Now I believe we are starting. Good luck, have fun is getting spammed in the chat. Besides those players I mentioned, there are also other players that could do well, including Zoom, Cory, Wrapped, Roa, Kubais, and we also got Scream. All of those players are also decent players and could do pretty well. And yeah, I believe we are starting. So the first map in the time attack seeding will be Chinamasta by Loco Buddha. The world record here is 59.008 by Tamarillo. I believe he said it yesterday. So the players are on their first attempt, so they will get 10 minutes to try and set as fast of a time as possible. And then we'll play a second map as well, and your combined total time will determine the seeding going into the playoffs. See that Kronos He's off to a good start in his first attempt. Kronos, who got 4 out of 5 world records. This is the only track he doesn't have the world record on, but yesterday he did have the world record before Tamarillo beat him. So Kronos is extremely prepared for this event and likely will reach par. These tracks are about in 1 minute in length, all of them, and they are pretty technical. And here's the end. Ooh, a hole in the end there. Could see some crashes, I believe. So Kronos with a time of 59.06, that is the fastest time. That is actually a really good time, I just noticed now. It's only like 500s from the world record, so Kronos already with a very strong time. Might be first place on this track, would not be surprised. As he stops playing here for a while. Okay, it's gonna restart again. We see Massa for Euronics, recently left Team Dignitas. Has not attended that many offline events. ESWC might have been his first offline event last year. Not sure about that, but yeah. Massa is definitely a very skilled player. He always does well online. What you can say about him is that he's usually takes very big risks and maybe not focusing that much on consistency, but otherwise he is a really good player and I can see him do really good in this tournament. So here's his teammate Tamarillo. As I mentioned before, took second place in Gamers Assembly 2012 and 2013. So can definitely see him reach far. Let's see what time he will set in this attempt. He's deep into the map. At least I think so. Did not have the time to learn the maps myself, so I will just have to try to learn them as we go through the tournament. Oh no, Tamarillo will reset that attempt. Yo-Yo right now got his third best time behind Kronos and Tamarillo, 59.27. So Yo-Yo is a former Gamers Assembly winner, took third place in ESWC, always a threat, and so will be the case this time as well, pretty certain of. Let's follow Yo-Yo through this attempt. Corey, player I did not mention before, is at 4th place right now with a pretty good time. Then we got Carl at 5th, Rapt at 6th, Mas at 7th, Zoom at 8th, Saber at 9th, Roa at 10th, Kubais at 11th, Asper at 12th, Snakey at 13th, Kobrask at 14th, Silver at 15th, Shumi at 16th. Not sure who that is. We have lots of other players. Koons still not has still not set a good time. See if you can do it soon. You've got 5 minutes left. Koons, besides the achievements I mentioned before, he did take 3rd place in ESWC 2013, I believe. So that is his best achievement. Oh, almost crashed. Could be a good time here by Koons. Actually, I guess I could see this. Maybe if I have that on. Alright, here comes Koons. Should be an improvement at least. Yes, 59.48 brings him up to 12th place. We see Saber, his teammate from Team Acer, has gone up to 4th place with a time of 59.27. Still Kronos in the lead with that first attempt. Talk about being efficient. Kronos, Saber will retry. see TRKR just ahead of him. Normally casts the tournament, at least the grand final usually does in French. So maybe we'll do that this year again. Oh, and Saber will retry again. Let's follow someone else who we haven't followed yet. Let's see if any player is far behind here. Oh, Tween has still not set a time. Let's follow Tween. He's still struggling to set a good time. We'll retry again. 4 minutes left on the clock. The defending champion. Off to a pretty good start. Oh, gets a bump from the curb, also known as the Ramstein, and we'll have to retry again. Soon we'll set a good time, 59.30, and we'll go up to 6th place with that. Massa has improved his time as well, 59.12. So we got the two Euronics players, Massa and Tamarillo, in top 3 behind Kronos. Alright, let's see if Tween will finish this attempt. He won't get that many more. And of course, the seeding could play a big factor. You don't want to have too difficult of a match in the start, risking to drop down into the loser bracket. So here comes Tween, will set a time of 59.67, only at 19th place for Tween. So still struggling, 2 minutes left on the clock. Here's Roa, player I didn't mention before, but to be honest, is a very good player as well, and I can see him go far into the tournament. Has mostly been active online, and actually he was kind of retired as a player and only came back last year, kind of like Saber as well. So he came back last year and started being active again in online events, and then seems like he decided he wanted to attend Gamers Assembly as well. So will be interesting to follow. Roa, of course, plays for Positive Vibrations V+. Alright, soon only 1 minute left on the clock on the first map in the time attack seeding. We see Wrapped with a good time as well, 59.30. As he goes up to 6th place. Goonies and Tamarillo ahead of Roa in this attempt. Might see Tamarillo improving his time. Goonies is at 31st place. Oh, not the best turn from Roa, and he's gonna end that round, and that's gonna be the last attempt for him. So do we have any players who are still driving here? Yes, we do. Haki Jr. is one of them. Where is Haki? There he is. Yeah, he hasn't set a time yet, so Haki Jr. will have to try and set a time, as we see Aswer and Carl setting good times as well. 6th and 4th place. 30 seconds left on the clock. Corey with a top 2 time, 59.11. Great time from Corey. That's I did not expect that. Haki Jr. will crash. He will have to finish this attempt to get a time at least, but it's not going to be a good one. Wow, that time from Corey. So we have 2 Against All Authority players in the top. Here comes Haki. We'll set a time of 101.24. Is at last place with that. So that's gonna be the first map of the time attack seeding. And then we'll play one more. So Kronos took first, 59.06. Corey second, 59.11. Massa third, 59.12. And then Wrapped at 4th, Tamarillo at 5th, Carl at 6th, Saber at 7th, Yo-Yo at 8th, Aswer at 9th, Zoom at 10th, Tween at 11th, Roa at 12th, Scream at 13th, Kubais at 14th, Silver at 15th, Coons at 16th, and so on. But it is your total time that will count and not your position. So yeah, it will be a bit hard for me here to keep track of the ranking, but I do know at least that Kronos is in the lead, Corey at second, Massa at third. So we'll see if those will be top 3 as well after the second map, which will be older than ever, and looks like we are starting now without any warm-ups. So this is older than ever, made by Ranked, and the world record is 102.078 by Kronos. Let's see if Haki Jr. can set a better time on this map. You can see his personal best here as well, perhaps. No, we can't actually. Alright, I guess I want to follow Kronos. See if he will set a top 1 time in his first attempt. No, I think he already tried again. Still no one with a time. And here comes the ending for Kronos. 102.24. Great time again by Kronos, and he will take the lead ahead of Roa at second and Koons at third. And here's Zoom, who's currently at 4th place. Let's follow him through this attempt. Oh, okay, he's gonna try again. Yeah, Kronos seem focused and ready for this tournament. I believe Zoom, I could be wrong, but I think he's been on the podium in Gamers Assembly in the past. Maybe even last year, perhaps? Can't remember. Or maybe that was Zoom. Oh, I mean Aswer, not Zoom. And Kronos improves his time again. 102.19. Secures that first place. Yeah, okay, it was last year. Zoom took third in Gamers Assembly. Alright, here comes Zoom. We'll set a time of 102.44. Decent time. And is at 5th place with that. Let's follow Massa. Took third, I believe, on the first map. Probably should have taken a screenshot or something. And we see Roa with the top 3 time, 102.20. Okay, actually he is at 2nd place. That top 3 is for the Dedimania, the online records. Alright, here comes Massa into the finish, setting a time of 102.44 at 6th place. Saber is at 5th right now. Time of 102.43 behind the teammate Koons. And we see Roa improving his time again. Or maybe not. No, that was still his old time. See Tween and Boo-Boos in front of him. This map a bit longer than the first one. A couple of seconds. Oh, Tween crashed. We'll have to try again. See if Saber can improve his time. 102.43, no. 102.45 was his last time. You can see it at the bottom. But still a good effort from Saber. See Tamarillo. He's currently at 6th place, 102.42. Squeezed in between Kuhns and Saber. And unfortunately his skin is not loading. Masa's skin did load. Not sure why loaded for Masa and not for Tama. Yeah, Tama is not from Slovenia, I believe that car skin is. He is from the Netherlands. Plays for Euronics. Still Kronos in the lead, but only 100 ahead of Roa. And Tama will improve his time, 102.32, goes up to 3rd place. Let's follow Yo-Yo, who is at 4th with 102.34. We'll reset that attempt. Of course, Yo-Yo plays with camera tree and keyboard, which I'm pretty sure is the least common combination. Can't really think of any other player that plays with the camera tree and keyboard. Ooh, and crashes, so we'll have to try again. Alright, let's follow someone else. Wrapped has been doing good so far in this these time attack seedings. Currently at 6th place on the 2nd map. We got 3 minutes left on the clock. So not much time left for the players to improve their times. And after this, of course, there will be a bit of a break for the admins to put the players into the bracket. Wrapped will not improve his time, 103.13 was his time. Looks like Sneak and Leo, the other casters, are now on the server, so that's good. Let's see who else we have. Haki Jr. at 29th place. Doesn't seem that prepared on these maps, to be honest. Carl is at 14th place. I think he was like close to top 5 on the first map. 102.60. Ooh, and we'll hit the wall, and we'll have to try again. We get maybe 2 or 3 more attempts, depending on how far he goes into the map. Kronos still in the lead with that 102.19 ahead of Roa and Tamarillo. Masa has gone up to 4th place. So the 2 Euronics players will be getting a good seed. And now Saber will take over that 3rd place, 102.26. Oh, and Karloff, I want to say, but it's Carl, will hit the side of the quarter pipe. And so this will likely be his last attempt. Will we see any more changes in the top? That is the question. See, Yo-Yo writes GG in the chat, does not have any more attempts. And we see Euronics and Tamarillo still driving, so see if they will be able to improve their times anymore. Scream and Saber, also Roa, stop playing. 35 seconds left on the clock, and Tamarillo will crash. Massa is also retired. Do we have anyone else? Tween is still playing. Only at 12th place, so Tween is gonna get a pretty bad seed. Yeah, and he's gonna give up this attempt as well. Okay, so this could be pretty interesting, because I don't think Tween will be that highly seeded. See, do we have anyone else still driving? Haki Jr. trying to improve his time. 7 seconds left on the clock, not gonna be enough. And that's gonna be the end of the time attack seeding. Kronos will win the 2 maps and consequently have the fastest total time, so he's gonna be seated at 1st place, and then I'm not sure who's gonna take 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and so on, but we'll see eventually.